So it sounds like Ant-Man 3 is going to a world far away. You could say a galaxy far, far away. It's not going to Star Wars, it's going to where Star Wars has shot frequently. We're going to talk about Ant-Man 3, its shooting location, and what it doesn't suggest, which many people have taken the wrong way from where they're going to be shooting. So I will have it linked in the description down below, but it's not really a whole lot, so I'll toss it up on the screen as well. It is being reported, and more or less it's going to be confirmed, that Ant-Man 3 is going to shoot in Pinewood Studio, over in the UK. Now, this is a frequent location for many big blockbusters, so it's not uncommon that this happens. Now, I saw a lot of people confused as to why Ant-Man would go over to the UK, and what are they going to do? Are they doing another Spider-Man style movie where he's traveling across Europe or something? And that's not it. That's not it at all. If you guys look at where these films are shot, they're not shot on location many of the times. You can't go to Wakanda. You can't go to New York and shoot in a giant Stark Tower. You know, it's out of the realm of possibility because these things don't exist. But major sets can be constructed in these locations because it's some of the biggest outlets and largest warehouses that exist in the world specifically for these reasons. And remember, at Pinewood, there's so many lots, there's literally a dozen movies shooting back to back at the same time at these locations. Like in Atlanta, for example. Here in the United States, Atlanta is a huge outlet for a lot of TV and, of course, a lot of films. Marvel also does a bunch there. So this doesn't mean they're going to be set in the UK. This just means that's where a lot of sets are going to be happening. And then, of course, they will be doing on-location sets, I assume again in San Francisco, because that's kind of been Ant-Man's thing. But I really wouldn't be surprised if for this film, they're going way bigger. And I'm not just saying, you know, Ant-Man, Giant Man, or Goliath, or Stature. I mean, if they go more grandiose in scale, because this is the third film. It's more likely wrapping up the trilogy, and I think, like they've said before, they want to focus on more team-up films. So if this one featured another major Avenger, or a giant set piece that's completely out of this world, what better place to build a set than in the biggest sound stages you have in the world? It just kind of makes sense. Again, I could be wrong. I don't think this movie's going to be set anywhere in Europe, but I guess we'll wait and see. If there is a small location or something in Europe, then maybe they'll double down and use Prague again for something like France or something, because that's what everybody does. But the entirety of the movie is definitely not happening in Europe. That's not something you have to worry about. In case people were worried about it, which they were, which I don't get why. Ant-Man goes to Ibiza.